You're listening to 107.9 FM The Berg. Welcome to Fitness Friday. Today we're spotlighting Amherstburg Karate Club, and joining me is instructor Stefan Miller. Stefan, thanks for coming in.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Let's start by talking about karate itself. What exactly is karate, and why were you personally attracted to it?
So karate is a martial art from Naha, Okinawa, Japan. And currently, interesting fact, we have 3 senseis there right now from Amherstburg Karate Club, taking part in training, International Karate Day, and basically gaining as much experience in the next 11 days as possible to bring back to Amherstburg. But what attracted me particularly to karate was finishing up my cadet career as a cadet and looking for something else to focus on, and particularly self-defense. Everybody, in my opinion, needs self-defense training. Karate was in town with Sensei Steve McVicker. Walking past one day, seeing the sparring going on, I'm like, I got to have me some of that. And shortly after retiring from cadets, I joined the karate club there. And it was a good 3 years in, and with the sparring and the influence that the senseis and the instructors had on me, I just had to carry on and continue. That's where it all began, was basically finishing up my childhood cadet career at 19 and joining karate. So.
You always need someone to get you out of bed in the morning.
100%. Yeah, and that provided a new goal, joining karate, is, gaining the rank, the experience, and the, the fortitude to keep going to black belt.
Well, karate is certainly a disciplined activity. What benefits does it bring both physically and mentally, would you say?
So physically, you're gaining stamina, flexibility, strength, like you wouldn't believe, with all the push-ups, the burpees, but mainly the mental aspect of it, the ability to focus, the ability to garner increased self-confidence and self-worth. Self-esteem is there as well. You gain that through the energy from the senseis, but also through your time training in the class. So 1 hour every Tuesday, every Friday, and then some Saturdays or Sundays will basically allow you to develop your mentality and your mind, body, and spirit through doing the kata, doing the basics, learning the main dedication aspects of karate.
What do you and your team hope students take away from their training, both inside and outside of the dojo?
That's a great question. So what we hope to gain is the positivity that karate brings. Karate brings a tremendous amount of self-esteem, tremendous amount of focus, and a lot of, self-confidence. I think I've said that, but the self-confidence after a good training session, walking out of that dojo, you feel like you're on top of the world. But that carries forward to your school training, your learnings, but also in other aspects of your life, like even your family. Bringing the karate focus and the growth that you see with the kids and even the adults is tremendous. Just after a month or two, it allows kids to come out of their shell. Like their self-worth and self-esteem just grows incredibly. But also the family/friend atmosphere in the dojo. It's a very welcoming environment for people to learn. Very inclusive. There's no bullying whatsoever going on. There's no we're all wearing white. We're all training. We're all trying to better ourselves. Basically, you walk in the dojo, you're looking to better yourself from the time before. So from your session before, you're going to come out even stronger, even better, even faster than you were when you entered 45 minutes prior.
Wow.
So that's the whole goal of karate training. But also it's an individual journey, but it's also you're part of a team. You're part of that family at AKC, Amherstburg Karate Club. So
I mean, it just seems like something that's so important in this day and age for kids, especially.
You know what? I believe that to be true. I say it to my students, I say it to the parents, that everybody needs, in my opinion, a little bit of self-defense, a little bit of having that ability to walk a little taller in life, a little bit of self-esteem and confidence to know that should something go sour, you have that tool in your pocket to utilize should you need it.
Yeah. How do you create a balance then between the structure of the discipline of karate and fun, especially for younger students?
Another great question. Solid question. So Sensei Matt, he heads the U8 Karate Kids. And that's mainly, it's a play-based karate learning. So I would say about 70% play-based fun. There's obstacle course activities, different fitness routines with music. Kids are laughing and playing, while also the other 30%, 20%, they're learning karate basics. They're learning how to get in their proper stances, how to line up, how to count to Japanese, how to count to 10 in Japanese. Also learns different terminology such as what is Meibukan? What is the style you're learning? What's the training called? Well, it's Meibukan. What does Meibukan mean? House of the Pure-Minded Warrior. Well, where does that come from? What does that mean? Okay, so we enter the dojo and we enter life with good intentions, always good intentions. And that's where the U8s, that's where they go basically. So there's the play-based fun activities, but then you carry on to the U13 class. U13 class is 100% karate, but there's also fun activities within. So there's punching bags, or what we call bob. Bob is punching bag that's shaped like a man, and it's basically to demonstrate what a bully, I guess, what hitting somebody would feel like, I guess. So that being said, so they can hop around and decide what kind of combos they want to hit Bob with, or if we're doing basics, the basic high punch, low punch, middle punch, and kind of get the feel of striking an individual. So, but then there's also music during, we do sparring, minorly continuous, but we focus on point sparring. But during those events, those point sparring classes, we play music. There's a competitive nature to point sparring. First 1 to 3. Well, how do we get to 3? How do we get to 3 points? Well, you strike either the head or the torso cleanly, and you score a point. The match pauses, and then you carry on. First 1 to 3 wins. It's safe. It's clean. Nobody gets injured. I think the worst that's ever happened was thus far in 4 years was a bloody nose. It was my daughter. So that's the worst that's occurred so far. But then fast forwarding or forwarding on to the adult class, that's where it gets interesting, because the adult students are the toughest to attract. But once you have them and you show them the abilities that they can gain, and also the improvement that they can see, because the thought process is there where if you start something too late, you can't get to the pinnacle, you can't get to the top, but you can. Our oldest student was, I believe, 46 when he started. He's now just turned 50. But he's nearly a black belt now. He's likely the best fighter we have, or the best sparrer in AKC. But it goes to show you that with karate or with martial arts, age is not is a benefiting factor, because you have that experience behind you. It's not something that'll keep you down. It'll allow you to propel forward in martial arts. So,
Stefan, what sort of growth or changes are you and your team hoping to see at the club in the future?
Thank you for that question. So growth and whatnot and change is going to be massive in the coming months. So what happened is we began 4 years ago. If you don't mind me starting with this. We began 4 years ago during COVID, through which our own dojo that we belong to in Harrow unfortunately closed. COVID impacted martial arts, the martial arts field, negatively because of the contact cautions and the other precautions taken during the COVID era. There was no possibility of training. However, shortly after our dojo had closed, about 6 months in, us future instructors, we got together and we started training together via Zoom online. And then when contact precautions were lifted or made lighter, we got together in our garages and backyard. From there, other students or other past students or karate practitioners had learned that we were training together and wanted to come in and train. So at this time, 2021, we were training in the backyards and in our garages. We were grading in garages, my garage, and training in the backyards or at the parks in town. From there, mid-August of 21, we opened Amherstburg Karate Club at Encounter Church. We were there for about 2 years, actually 2.5 years. And through there, we had 13 starting, and we grew from 13 to 94 students because I think people wanted to move. People wanted to get moving, get active, coming out of COVID, and Karate Club was the best thing for it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that being said, fast forward now, we're now at the community center, and being at the community center enabled us to save a little bit more money because we've been saving for the last 4 years. That being said, we are moving to our own location at 200 Suite 5 St. Arnold in Amherstburg. It's just past Diageo. Re-grand opening. Will be mid-November. It's 2,000 square feet. Comes with our own office, 2 change rooms, and about 1,000 square feet or more of training area for not only karate, but we're going to be incorporating jiu-jitsu as well. So ground fighting. So ground game or ground fighting, we'll be incorporating that with Sensei Trevor Ziegler, who's also a partner of mine at my daily job. He'll be coming in. He's a 4th degree black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he'll be coming in every Thursdays to train U13 and adult students. So that being said, we have karate, jiu-jitsu, and self-defense with a fitness element obviously worked throughout. It'll be Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturday mornings. Saturday mornings will be strictly for open mat, whether you want to work on your basics or you want to spar or you want to work on jiu-jitsu. So there's going to be plenty more time offered to our students. So right now it's an hour and a half a week. We're going to be going to 2.5 hours a week just for karate, and then an additional hour for jiu-jitsu. So that's coming just around the corner. And actually coming in today, I was coming from our new place, busy with setup, putting up mirrors, putting up our signage, laying down some mats, and just cleaning up what used to be a warehouse will be our training ground.
That's an incredible story. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And if you don't mind me saying, during the last 4 years, it has been our motto and our aspiration to be a community partner. So our first year, not that I'll go through all our donations, but we've donated to the community in various ways, such as $2,000 to the mission our first year. Our second year and third year, we donated to the ACS, Amherstburg Community Services. We also sponsored a soccer team yearly for the last 4 years, and we'll carry on that on. That's going to be our legacy, is donating every year to soccer, because we believe in supporting other sports activities. Karate or martial arts is an end-all be-all. We encourage all our students to take part in as much physical activity as possible, including other sports teams.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Finally, what would you say to someone who's thinking about trying karate for the first time? How can they get in contact with you?
Yes. So if you're looking to join karate, or you're thinking about it, or martial arts, and karate might be in your thoughts, I would encourage you to visit us at AmherstburgKarateClub.com or on Facebook, Amherstburg Karate Club. That'll give you all our details. You can also reach out via direct message or email at AmherstburgKarateClub@gmail.com. But what I would suggest, if you're thinking about trying martial arts, we do have 3 free classes. We offer a trial at no questions asked, no strings attached. You can come in, meet the instructors, and have 3 free classes. If you want, maybe a 4th. If you're just still undecided, you can have a 4th, no problem. It's not about the money. We all have our daytime jobs. It's about training and enjoying the passion of martial arts. So yeah, come on down to Amherstburg Karate Club. We're currently at Amherstburg Community Services, Tuesdays and Fridays. And from there, we'll be at 200 St. Arnold in the coming. You'll see that. You'll see the updates on Facebook.
Right. Great. Thank you so much, Stefan. Thanks for coming in and telling us all about the Amherstburg Karate Club. It's been a great pleasure talking to you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir, for having me. And I hope to come back someday.
I've been talking with Stephen Miller from the Amherstburg Karate Club. You're listening to 107.9 FM The Berg. Stay tuned each week for Fitness Friday, where I'll be talking to more great people and highlighting community events in and around Amherstburg.